If your Dyson Airwrap starts blinking red, do not assume it is broken. Most of the time, a flashing red light means the Airwrap wants one thing first, a proper filter clean. Dyson support pages say, a red flashing light advises you to clean the filter, and if the light stays red after that, you should contact customer support. So let's make this simple. When people see the red light, they usually jump straight to worst case thinking. The motor is gone. The tool is broken. It's over. But Dyson's own guidance points first to airflow and filter maintenance, not instant disaster. In fact, Dyson says blocked filters or filter covers can cause poor performance, cutouts, intermittent operation, and even bad smells on Airwrap models. That means the red blinking light is usually not random. It is the machine telling you airflow is restricted, the filter needs attention, or the tool is protecting itself because it cannot breathe properly. Now here is the first key thing to know. On Dyson Airwrap models, the exact light language can vary a little by version. On the newer Airwrap ID, Dyson says a white flashing light means clean the filter, while a red flashing light means clean the filter, and if it has already been cleaned, contact customer support. On the earlier Airwrap manual, Dyson also says that if the red LED lights and the filter has already been cleaned, you should contact the Dyson helpline. So across versions, the message is basically the same. Start with the filter. If that does not solve it, get help. So what usually causes the blinking red light? The first and most common cause is a blocked filter. Dust, lint, and hair product residue build up around the filter cage and filter mesh over time. Dyson says the Airwrap uses highly tuned technology and that this needs to be kept free from dust and hair product residue to maintain performance. In plain English, if the filter gets clogged, the tool struggles. The second cause is reduced airflow. Dyson's support says if the Airwrap cuts out, works intermittently, or performs poorly, a blocked filter or filter cover is a likely reason. So if your Airwrap feels weaker than usual, sounds different, gets hot, or stops mid-use, that all points back to the same first check. The third cause is overheating protection. Dyson does not frame it with a dramatic failure message. Instead, it's troubleshooting ties, blocked filters to cutouts and performance issues. So when airflow drops too much, the tool may protect itself by shutting down or warning you with the light before things get worse. Now let's go through the fix. First, switch the Airwrap off, unplug it, and let both the machine and attachments cool down. Dyson says that is the first step before carrying out any filter maintenance. Do not skip it. You are dealing with a hair tool that gets hot, and the cleaning steps are meant to happen when it is off and cool. Next, clean the outside of the filter cage. On Dyson's official Airwrap cleaning video, the process starts by sliding the filter cleaning brush over the cable and onto the filter cage. Then, using a rotating action, clean the filter cage thoroughly. That part is important because buildup collects on the outside first, and if you skip it, you are leaving part of the problem behind. After that, pull the filter cage downward onto the cable, gently pull it open and slide it off the cable. Dyson's official video then says to wash the filter cage under a warm running tap, tap off excess water, and leave it to dry naturally. On the Airwrap ID support page, Dyson also says to loosen debris with your brush, rinse the cage and brush under warm running water, and allow the cage to fully dry before putting it back. Now, clean the filter mesh on the machine itself. Dyson's official video says to use a rotating up and down action until all the debris has been removed. This part matters because some people clean only the removable cage and forget the mesh underneath, which is kind of like washing your sunglasses but never cleaning the lenses. The support page for the Airwrap ID says to use the C brush or a soft toothbrush to gently clean the filter mesh, and specifically says not to use chemicals or water on the mesh itself. That last detail is worth repeating. The filter cage can be washed. The filter mesh should be brushed clean, not soaked or sprayed. If you mix those up, you are making the job harder than it needs to be. Once the cage is fully dry, put it back on. Dyson's video says to gently pull the filter cage open, slide it back onto the cable and slide it toward the handle until it snaps into place. On the newer support page, Dyson says to secure the filter cage back onto the machine only after it is fully dry. That snap or secure fit matters because a loose cage is not doing its job properly. Now, how often should you do this? Dyson says the Airwrap ID filter should be cleaned once a month, or when the white LED flashes, continuously. The older Airwrap materials use the phrase regular filter maintenance and tie it directly to keeping performance strong. So even if your exact model words it a little differently, Dyson is very clear on the idea. This is not a once a year job. So what if you clean the filter properly and the red light still blinks? That is the point where the official answer changes. Dyson says, if the red light stays red after the filter has already been cleaned, contact customer support. That tells you the machine may have a fault beyond simple maintenance. In other words, if the filter is clean and dry, the cage is back on correctly, and the light still returns, stop treating it like a dust problem. So the short version is this. A blinking red light on a Dyson Airwrap usually points first to a blocked filter or restricted airflow. Turn the machine off, unplug it, let it cool down, clean the filter cage, brush the filter mesh, let the cage dry fully and put everything back together properly. If the red light still comes back after that, Dyson's official guidance is to contact support. And honestly, that is the good news here. In a lot of cases, the fix is not a major repair. It is just proper filter maintenance. A few minutes of cleaning can bring the airflow back, stop the warning light and get the Airwrap working normally again.